All right, here we go, gang. I'm going to show you how to complete and submit this first remote assignment. Now, sometimes in remote learning, what I'll have you do is watch a video and do some work with me in the packet. However, sometimes I might give you an assignment like this where you're doing maybe a Jamboard or you're taking a picture of your work and sending it to me. So I just want to walk you through your options and then how to complete each one. I'm just going to turn the light on real quick. Light keeps on turning off, of course. All right. So the first option is to do the whole assignment on the Jamboard. So that's one option. So let's open that up, see what that looks like. So if you choose to complete this assignment on the Jamboard, you're going to open it up. And if you have a stylus at home that works on your Chromebook, it might be a good idea to use that stylus. You could also use your finger to write. However, you want to do it as neatly as possible. So here we are inside the Jamboard. There are 4 problems. So you can see here, I'm going to click on that little slide here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 problems. Each of them are in a different slide to give you enough room. If you scroll through them, you're going to see each one. The last problem, there's a little bonus. You want to do the yellow part. That's not a bonus, but if you want to try that bonus on the bottom, feel free to do so on that slide. So if you're doing the Jamboard, no problem. Make sure to be as neat as possible. And if you have a stylus available at home, it might be a good thing to use. Just another piece of advice. When we did these in class, I recommended using the marker. Okay, I know I use the marker when completing the Jamboard. So with the marker, you can write a little bit more neatly, I think, than using the pen. And then certainly the highlighter and the brush aren't as good. The brush I don't like at all. That's just my personal opinion. So those are your options there for the Jamboard. And when you're done, of course, if you do it on the Jamboard, you just submit it and you're all set. Now, if you don't like the Jamboard, if the Jamboard's not for you, that's fine. There's 2 other options you can pick. So let's say you're not doing the Jamboard, but you still want to see the problems. You wouldn't click on the Jamboard. You would click on this Google Doc that says greatest common factor practice. Should be right next to or right below the Jamboard. So I'm going to click on that. So you have 2 options for this document. If you want to do the work on paper with a pencil, which to me would be my personal preference, but that's just me. What you would do is you do one of 2 things. You open up this document. Hopefully it's loading up here, so hopefully it'll be open soon. You would load the document up and you could print it, which is fine. If you have a printer and it's available, you can print the document out, or you could just do the work on a separate piece of paper, like your journal. I believe it's open here as well. There it is. Okay. So here we have the greatest common factor practice. These are the same exact problems that are on the Jamboard. So if you use the Jamboard, of course you wouldn't use this piece of paper at all, or this doc at all. So two options here. You could print this out if you have a printer and do the work on a separate sheet of paper, or do the work on this paper, or you could do the work in maybe your journal or a separate sheet of paper that you have at your house. Now, here's the thing. If you choose to complete these problems on a separate piece of paper, so not this or not the Jamboard, make sure that you clearly note which problem is which, right? So you don't want just this big jumble of numbers together where if I'm looking at it, I'm not really sure what problem you completed. You want to set it up as neatly as you can. You don't necessarily have to write the whole problem down. You don't have to copy those words and numbers down, but you want to make sure you designate or note or clearly show which problem is which. And again, there is the little bonus down there, the last problem here, if you want to try out that little bonus. All right, so let's say you did it on this piece of paper, you printed it out, or you did it on a separate sheet of paper. The last step would be to take a picture of your work. Whoop, my access has expired. So to take a picture of your work and then paste it onto the photo page. The photo page, if you go back to Classroom, the photo page is also here. It says GCF practice photo page. So once you've completed your work, you're all done, you've done it on a separate sheet of paper or you did that on the other document, you're going to look at this GCF photo page. And it says if you printed out the GCF practice or did it on a separate piece of paper, attach a photo of your work below. I made a video showing you how to do it. This is the video, and attach it to the assignment. All right. So I'm going to do a practice photo. To get at my camera, what I do, you might do it differently, but what I do is I go down to the lower left-hand corner. There's a thing called Launcher. I'm going to click that button, Launcher, and then I scroll down. If you don't see it up top, I know I see it up top, but if you scroll down, you're looking for camera. I don't see it there. I don't see it there. I see a calculator, which is nice. But I'm going to scroll down one more time, and there's my camera. So I went to Launcher. I clicked on the camera. Then my camera should open. It might take a second to load. And up it goes. There it is. Okay. So once I have my camera open, I need to take my picture. Now, here's my work page. This isn't really the practice page. This is just a sample page because I don't want to necessarily show you all the answers to the problems you're going to try out. So you want to kind of get a sense of like the room you're in and how you want to take this picture. For some of you, it might make sense more to take a picture of like one problem at a time and paste it onto the photo page. And for some of you, depending on your handwriting, it might work to take a picture of the whole thing. All right. So I'm going to try the whole thing here. I'm just take a sample picture, and I'm going to go over here and click on the button. I got to find it. Click on the button here that says Take Photo. Make sure I can see my paper. Click on the button. Took the pic. I think that was a good one. I think it was a good one. And then to get to my picture, I'm going to click on this little button below that says Go to Gallery. I'm going to go to my gallery here. And there's my pic. There's my pic. All right, it's looking pretty good. So I'm zooming in on this. I can see that handwriting pretty clearly. So at this point, you want to check, did it come out right? Did I have all of the work that I needed to show? Is it all on there that Mr. Lovering can see it and read it? Okay. If you're all set with that picture, if it's a good one, you can keep it. If not, you might do a retake. Now, here's the easiest way I know how to get this picture onto the photo page. Next to the space bar, there's a button that says Alt. You're going to click and hold that button. I'm still holding it. Still holding that Alt button. As I'm holding the Alt button, I'm going to click my, my touchpad. And up comes a menu here. And I'm going to click Copy Image. So now I've copied the image. I can kind of leave this here, go back to my pick photo page, which I'm on right now. Go to my photo page. I'm going to go to Edit, Paste. You can also do Control V, but Edit, Paste, and there's my photo. There it is. So again, I'm checking. I'm going to just kind of zoom in. I'm going to check to make sure. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? If you double click sometimes, if you double click on the photo, you'll see these like black pieces that come out. You can actually crop the photo a little bit. You don't have to do this. If this is not working for you, you don't have to do this, but it kind of like centers your photo like that. And then you can actually make it bigger. So this is up to you. You don't have to crop it. I'm just showing you this just in case. If you make it bigger, it's a little easier to read. So that's a little extra in there for you. That might help me out a little bit. I can just make it even bigger. Well, that's pretty nice. All right, if you're having any trouble with taking a picture, let me know. But after you put it on the picture page or the photo page, just make sure to submit it so I know that you're done or mark it as complete. And I'll check it out. I'll take a look at it. All right, let me know if you have any questions. If not, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.